Yo? Okay, I did. Okay. Welcome back to more Fate Hollow Ataraxia. Last time we had the pool party. Got everybody in there. Seeing Liz was great. Sella too. You know, very nice rider. Immaculate. Speaking of rider, we're gonna be starting with her in yeah, pretty cool stuff. Apparently we did not see Sella at the pool before. I was trying to remember, like, holy shit, did we see her? But no, we didn't on screen, so thank you, Stray. Yeah, man. And like you said, more rider. Let's go. We are going to continue this bittersweet ride of all the sweet things that are still left, but I know eventually we will run out of new things and have to talk to Reen and I guess end this. We're getting close, so. But until then, let's have fun. As we have been. Now then, speaking of things to ask Ryder about, wow, I didn't think I would have 3 options here. Okay. Well, let's start with have a look. As I passed by Ryder's room, I heard voices from inside. Inside, it's Ryder and Sakura. It's not strange to see them in one another's rooms, given how friendly their master and servant relationship is, but something is different about the enthusiasm in this conversation. From what I've seen, Ryder is usually the more assertive of the two, while Sakura is more passive. But now Sakura's more eager, while Ryder sounds hesitant. Busted. As expected of Ryder, this thin sliding door may as well not even be here. Her voice was unusually stiff and formal. Maybe she's feeling a bit self-conscious with Sakura there. Alright. What up? Sakura calls me into the room. Strangely, Ryder seems to be very troubled. What are we about to walk in on? Oh God. In response, I hear a sigh that is strangely filled with resignation. I feel like it would be bad to intrude, but turning down the invitation would be even worse. Okay, the door slides open and Sakura steps out. She's smiling brightly, in sharp contrast to Ryder, who is wearing a grim expression inside the room. God. Camera. Down. There we go. After nodding, Sakura disappears down the hall. Now then, sure enough, I'm still worried about whether or not waiting in Ryder's room is a good idea. Ryder nods. A gloomy welcome. Something seems off. It's strange to see Ryder look so troubled after speaking with Sakura. The reason for that soon becomes apparent as I enter the room. There are fashion magazines spread open around the cushions that Ryder and Sakura were sitting on. Ryder is seated in the center of them, like a toad surrounded by mirrors. She looks like she hasn't slept a wink all night. That was a terrible analogy. Yes. I pick one up. The model was a beauty, but frankly speaking, the Ryder in front of me was better in terms of raw material. True. However, the purpose of this kind of magazine is probably to look at the clothes instead of the models themselves. That face. Ryder replies evasively, but somehow I'm able to piece together what happened. It was Sakura, not Ryder, who brought these magazines, so it's only natural to assume things would turn out like this. I understand what she's trying to say. Sakura brought those magazines and catalogs and probably started asking which outfits suited Ryder. Of course, she was also looking for which suited herself just as much. But before long, Sakura's main objective shifted to Ryder. I see.
そうですよ。ライダーったらもうちょっと女の子っぽくしてもいいのに。
Ryder, you perfect. Sakura returned at that moment. She hands out the teacups, but Ryder sinks into silence like usual.
先輩もそう思いませんか？
まあ、そう思わなくもないけど。
Sakura is concerned about how Ryder dresses. I can certainly see why. She may look nice dressed in jeans, but certainly I can't help but think what a waste it is when she has such a nice figure. The feeling I get from her is a little different than from Sakura, whose charms are enough to even overwhelm me at times. Ryder's style is also different from those of the tidy Saber and Grand Tosaka.
だから
I love Ryder's
ライダ
outfit.
ーももっと可愛い格好をすれば似合うんです。こんな風に。
I think what she's wearing perfectly suits her. Saying that, Sakura holds out a magazine in front of me. Alright, what is this? The page shows a skirt-wearing figure that makes me think, yeah, this model is cute. I visualize Ryder wearing this, a skirt. I mean, I'm sure she'll look great, but, you know, if she don't feel it, she don't feel it. The person in front of me that's being dressed inside my head clearly looks troubled. I imagine Ryder in this kind of outfit, but at the same time an image of a bewildered Ryder being forced into wearing something that doesn't belong on her floats into my mind.
でもライダーったら全然乗り気じゃないんですよ。どう思います、先輩？
I think I understand their conversation from earlier now. If Ryder is this unmotivated, then that talk was probably going nowhere fast.
なるほど。
I also understand why Sakura invited me in to help support her. God, it's hard to keep a good posture and keep the whatever. Straight back. Trying. I understand, but
どう思うと言われてもな。
セイバーさんは姉さんが着せ替えていろいろ面白そうなのに。彼女は可憐ですから。私とは違う。
it's not your style. Ryder replies sullenly. Cute unlike me. Sakura and I exchange glances just at hearing the tone of those words. They pissed me off last time and they pissed me off now. Fuck that
確か
shit.
にセイバーは可愛いけど、ライダーも綺麗だぞ。
セイバーさんに似合うのはこの辺じゃないかって思うんですけど、でもこういうのはライダーにはちょっと違いますよね。
Damn her sisters. Sakura shows us a page with a one-piece dress adorned with many frills and ribbons. It would look good on Saber, but it really doesn't suit someone like Ryder.
確かに。でもこっちだと似合いそうだぞ。
あ、本当ですね。いいですね。かっこいいな。
Sakura gazes blissfully at a formal black suit displayed on the same page. Because Ryder is tall and has such well-defined limbs, a smart outfit like this really stands out.
私がこういうのを着てもきっと新入社員の面接みたいだって言われちゃいそう。
ライダーならやり手の社長秘書って感じだよな。
Ryder is obviously embarrassed. As if nearing her limit, she speaks softly while sipping her tea.
私は可愛くありませんから。
She'd look like a fucking
ここまで
boss.
背が高くてはどうにも。
Looks like Ryder is really sensitive about that. It's true she really is taller than the average woman, but I don't think that's enough to declare herself ugly. What the fuck? This is the worst, like, recurring plot point about Ryder ever, like.
そんなことないですよね、先輩。ライダーは可愛いですよね。
綺麗というか可愛いというか、とにかく可愛くないなんてことはない。
大女ですよ、私は。古来よりこんなに背が高くて力持ちな女が可愛らしいなどという話はありません。
Ryder keeps stubbornly denying her cuteness. That sentence sums up this whole thing. And every time this comes up. But I also think that stubborn way she acts just makes her cute all the more. True. I'm starting to understand why Sakura had been encouraging Ryder to try new types of clothes.
そうかな。ちゃんと似合うのにな。
そもそも私の服はサイズが合えばいいのです。さくらにそこまで気を使っていただかなくてもよろしいのですが。
With this, the conversation is concluded, or so it would seem that Ryder was trying to communicate. However, both Sakura and I feel like bullying her a little longer. God damn it. Or at least somehow I feel that way. Eye contact successful.
ねえ、
Okay.
先輩。今度一緒にライ
Mind
ダー
of
の
Steel,
洋服選び
Shiro.
に行きませんか？
ああ、俺でいいのなら喜んで。
Yorokonde. Ryder gazes in shock as the two of us casually reach an agreement. While Ryder is stunned into silence, Sakura and I keep talking. That better be a scene.
どこ
Better
が
be
い
a
い
scene.
かな。俺そういうのはあまり詳しくないんだけど。
あ、シントのベルデの中にいろい
Of
ろあ
course.
りますから、そこで選びましょう。秋冬物ももう揃ってますし、
To
私も選び
verde.
たいのもありますから。
いえ、その。
もちろんライダーが主役だから、ちゃんと先輩のお眼鏡にかなう可愛いのを見つけちゃいます。だからライダーもね。
Right? Ryder winces at Sakura's emphasis on that last word, looking as though being cornered in a match. And then she looks at me pleadingly.
いいんじゃないか。たまには3人で買い物に出かけよう。
That frown, oh. She has the best expressions. And that's the best one right there. Checkmate. If it's just Ryder and I, she would refuse immediately, but since Sakura's involved as well, she can't refuse.
そこまでさくらやシロに言われても
She's a
仕
good,
方あり
good
ません。
friend.
ふつつかながらお供させていただきます。
先輩、今度一緒に行きましょうね。
Aha! Alright. Sakura is overjoyed while Ryder seems to have resigned herself to her fate. In any case, it looks like I've made a promise to go out with Sakura and Ryder. Sorry, Ryder. But I want to do this because Sakura is in such high spirits, so it doesn't really feel like I'm forcing Ryder to do something unpleasant.
しかし俺責任重大だな。ライダーに似合う可愛いものを選ばなきゃいけないんだから。
大丈夫です。ライダーだったら何でも似合います。こんなにスタイルがいいんですから。
It's true.
私も羨ましいくらいです。
そうはおっしゃい
Big
ますが
true.
さくらは私が及ばないほど可愛いではないですか。保証しますよ。シロだってそう思っているに違いありません。
Sakura's thrown off by Ryder's words. Isn't changing the topic like that foul play? It seems like Sakura is angry with me.
そんなことないですよね、先輩。
ないわけはないだろう。だってさくらはその。
Clever Ryder. Turn the tables. Ryder was toyed with until the last minute, but it seems she's recovered a bit of her mood now. Picking out clothes for Ryder, huh? I'm not really cut out for that kind of thing, but I am interested in the results. As am I.
そろそろ飲まないとせっかく入れてもらったお茶が冷めます。
もう先輩もライダーも。
Alright then. Made a promise to go on a date with Sakura. Hey. Hey. Let's do it. Oh. Whoa. Didn't expect an important scene with you. We have, oh my god, we have. You love to see it. Okay. This is probably going with Ryder. You know what? We're gonna try to make this a Ryder episode. Ryder adjacent, I guess, choice-wise there. But yes, Ryder. Let's pick out clothes for her. We're gonna try and keep it all Ryder this episode. I promised to go out with Ryder. The promise itself was for us to go shopping for clothes together with Sakura, but Ryder seemed reluctant to go.
ライダー、ちょっといいか。
シロですか。どうぞ。
As I hear her typically cool reply, I open the door. Ryder has been idly resting in her room. It doesn't look like she has anything especially important to do.
よかった。ライダー、今日は暇か？
難しい質問ですね。あえて言えばさしたる用事もありま
I
せん。
dare say. She's absorbed in her reading as always. It's a convenient time to invite her out.
それならさくらと買い物に行かないか？あ、いや、俺も一緒に行くんだけど。
私もですか？
Yes? She gives a dubious reply. Well, naturally, it's unusual for the three of us to go out shopping together.
ああ、ほら、この前いろいろ約束したじゃないか。
はあ、わかりました。あとはさくらの都合ですね。私が確かめてきます。シロは先に玄関で待っていてもらえますか？
Like Sakura's servant that she is, Ryder stands up. Girls always have to make all kinds of preparations. I guess I'll just have to go ahead and wait for them. Somehow Ryder doesn't seem to be in a good mood. As I thought, she suspects something. During the promise that night, Ryder seemed disinterested to the very end. I feel a tinge of guilt for pushing her regardless. Yeah, guess we'll see. And it's together with both Ryder and Sakura, huh? I wonder what somebody watching us would think. They would probably guess that Ryder is our guardian, or maybe that Ryder and Sakura are friends and I'm Sakura's older brother. I wonder about that. Sakura's taking a pretty long time to get ready. The phone in the living room rang, but somebody answered it before I could get up.
シントで待ち合わせにすればよかったかな。
I've been sitting by the door for a while now, checking the fold-out ads in the morning newspaper. Who the hell called? Ryder was suddenly standing behind me. Did you answer? Startled, I jumped back.
どうしたライダー？気になる広告でもあったか？
その申しにくいのですが、シロ。
She's speaking strangely. Don't you ruin the Ryder episode, Ryder? Ryder, is there some kind of trouble or...
すみません先輩。
A very flustered Sakura comes running up in her school uniform. As I'm thinking, going to Shinto in uniform? Well, it's not that strange. Among other things, she hastily puts on her shoes.
さくら、靴べらです。
ありがとうライダー。あ、先輩すみません。弓道部のことで休養ができちゃって、すぐに学校に行かないと。だから。
You know what that means. The Ryder episode is back. Yes.
一緒に買い物に行けないということです。
Ryder adds as Sakura flies out the door. Just as she's leaving the house, Sakura turns back.
先輩、今日はライダーのことをお願いしますからね。それじゃあ行ってきます。
Aye
い
aye.
ってらっしゃい。交通事故に遭わないよう気をつけて。
Sakura runs off in a big hurry. Since being appointed the captain of the archery club, she's become a lot more spirited. Before, she would have been really dejected about not being able to go. It's a very welcome change. Yeah. Anyway, telling me to take care of Ryder.
で、お願いされてしまったようなんだけど、ライダー。
The silence is painful. The original plan was to go with both Sakura and Ryder. However, the crucial member Sakura has now gone missing. I don't want to exaggerate, but I'm not good at dealing with sudden accidents like these.
さくらが急いでいたので、私が送ろうかと言ったのですが、私はシロと一緒にと言って聞きませんでした。
俺もその方がいいんじゃないかと思うんだけど。どうしたもんか。
I'm a bit lost here. We stand by the door, utterly bewildered. There's definitely something off about just the two of us going shopping together. I mean, yeah, like I'm memeing, like I'm kind of joking, kind of not, but yeah, it is weird. Like I know from Ryder's perspective, she doesn't really want to hang out with Shiro because it makes things weird with Sakura, and you know she's a great, you know, ally to Sakura, and she doesn't want to like make her feel that way, and you know Shiro feels weird about it too, but he, you know, he's a little, I don't know. I assume we're still gonna hang out, and I'm sure it'll be fine. Doesn't even compare to going out with Ilya. No, even if it was someone like Saber, this is still weirder on a whole new level. Ryder, whom Sakura left in my care, is just as confused.
どうしますか、シロ。
買い物は後日延期というのも一つの手だ。
私もそれがいいと思います。
だがしかし、さくらにライダーのことをお願いされた以上、今日一日テレビ見てせんべいかじってたといえば、後でさくらがどのぐらいがっかりするかも割と明白だ。
それは。
もうなんでライダーの相手してあげないんですか、先輩。せっかくの機会なんですから、ライダーをちゃんとエスコートしてあげてください。
So this will be the motivation, not disappointing Sakura.
ライダーだって女の子なんですから、たまにはシントで
あー
羽を伸ばさないとダメなんです。
Ah,
先輩、セイバーさんにはお世話焼きなのにライダーには冷たいんですね。いいですいいです、先輩のこと見損なっちゃいま
holy
した。
shit.
なんだ、先輩の解消なし、どうせ私とライダーは日陰者ですよーだ。
That's what she'll say. God, I hope not. Jesus. That's not right. This is more than just disappointment. It's plain sulking.
私はそれでも構わないのですが。
すまん、俺が悪い。あ、いや、それ以前にさくらの言うことは一理ある。ライダー。
What? Her gaze says as she looks at me. Well, time to gather up my courage.
ライダーが良ければ一緒に外に行こ
私だけですか？セイバーやタイガはどうしますか？
Adding more people to our party now would be strange. Shaking her head, it looks like she's finally given up.
わかりました。それがシローの望みでしたら、お供させていただきます。
う。決まった。じゃあ出るか。
はい。私はいつでも準備できています。
Somehow I think that's something only a naturally beautiful woman could say. You'd think that one would wear something more fashionable or bold for an outing. Oh man. I love Shiro. Fucking blockhead. But then Ryder's problem is that she doesn't have anything like that, and we're gonna solve that.
どうしました？シロ？
Shiro's like, you really should have dressed nicer, but I guess that's the problem. Oh my god.
なんでもない。マウント宮山商店街じゃない。新都まで行こうか。
In my haste, our schedule is returned to a blank slate once again. Well, I'll take her out to Shinto, and I'm sure I'll think of something there. Now then, I notice this all the time, but Ryder attracts attention. It's a somewhat different matter than with Saber. Saber just has that charming air about her, but with Ryder, we're more likely to inspire looks of jealousy.
シロ？到着しましたが、今日の計画はあるのですか？
計画というほどのものはまだ。
At first, I'd only thought of going shopping with Sakura. Our first and foremost worry would be to make sure the three of us are enjoying ourselves together. Unfortunately, Ryder and I are a poor match for just having fun. I'm just the way I am, while Ryder thinks of Sakura first. How we would have fun together is beyond me.
賑やかですね。この街はいつも。
I'm sure you'll figure it out.
ライダーの地元は違うもんな。いろいろ。
God, please don't flash me back to the sisters again. I can't take it. I can't even begin to imagine what the Mediterranean Sea was like during the Age of Gods.
さて、ここに立ち止まっていると迷惑でしょうから、動きます、シロ。
同感。そうだな。あっち行こ
For now, there's still some time before lunch. It will be hard to find our way around during lunchtime, however, so
う。
first...
先に昼飯にしよう。今なら空いてるはずだから。
わかりました。シローのおすすめの場所でしたら、私も喜んで。
Even after being told that, I still don't know what to do. It figures that the pub I used to work at wouldn't be open, so I have no choice but to choose from the places I've heard about from Tosaka and Sakura.
シロ、
Aha.
私はセイバーほど食事にこだわらないので、安心してください。
Ryder easily says something that would make Saber indignant with rage if she were if she ever were to overhear it. No, Saber isn't with us. A big relief. Oh, this is the restaurant where we saw the fucking maid outfits in. We ordered the hot sandwich early lunch combo. I brought Ryder to this cafe, doing our best to not stand out. Whether it's with Saber or Ryder, when we stand in line together, I just make her look even better. I already dread the inevitable, "Hey Emiya, who is that beauty with the super long hair you were together with during the weekend? A new girlfriend?" And if you're going to call her my new girlfriend, just who is my old girlfriend supposed to be?
まさか、それは藤姉か。
確かに私が来る前にはそう見えたかもしれませんが。
What?
それはあまりにも桜に失礼というものではないのでしょうか。
Has it seemed that way? How did Ryder answer that so precisely? I'm worried that I might have been seen through by those mystic eyes behind her glasses and blurted out something I shouldn't have.
私より桜の方がこういう場では白には似合います。
Hold on, I gotta...
大河より似合わないと言われるのは私の古見に関わる問題です。
I gotta appreciate this real quick. This is Hollow Ataraxia right here. Just casual Ryder. Just standing, looking all mopey in the middle of a restaurant. I like it. I weakly sigh in response to Ryder's assertion. In her head, Ryder has constructed a hierarchy of the people in my house, with Sakura at the top. Though Ryder puts herself lower down, she doesn't seem too impressed with having Fujine above her.
藤姉と俺でも姉貴と弟っていうか、ライダーでもそう見えると思うぞ。
Suddenly, I imagine us as an office lady cousin or sister and younger grade school brother. Ryder casually looks around the inside of the cafe. Is that so? Her tone of voice says, though it isn't really clear.
本当はこれでも妹なのですが。
But not to us, Ryder. Ryder blurts out something incomprehensible. If I had a younger sister who was superior to me in every way like her, it'd be a real problem for me. Not because she'd be muscling in on Ilia's territory, but because I would have no idea how to deal with it.
シロ、私が妹だったら困るという顔をしています。
いや、鋭いな、ライダー。ごめん。
I reflect, not on whether Ryder is like a sister right now, but on how immature I am. If Ryder says I'm a younger sister too, then that's the way it is. Yes, that's true.
この後どうしよう。
Oops, sorry. I don't think it was that unexpected of a question, but there's no response either.
シロは何がしたいのですか？
何ってそうだな。
We were really supposed to be heading somewhere with Sakura. That would be Verde.
思い出した。ライダーの服を選ぶって話のはずだ。最初は。
She stiffened so much that even a passerby would notice. Like she hit herself with her own eyes. Back then I recommended that she go shopping with Sakura as well, but Ryder was obstinate right up to the end.
桜やシロに気を使っていただかなくても結構なのですが、自分の服は自分で選びますから。
いや、確かにそうなんだけど、いろんな学校のライダーも見てみたいなというのは、俺と桜の共通見解というか。
I try putting on a downcast face that says, "Is it no good?" as I ask her. Even though I hang my head, Ryder's reply is cool.
あなたが期待するほどのものはご覧になれないと思いますが。
I mean, that's fine. I mean, you don't... Whatever. You can just hang out.
なれるよ。それに関しては、ライダーの過小評価だって言い切れるからな。大丈夫。大きくても可愛い人はいるんだし。
I mean, yeah, listen, if this happens and we give Ryder, like, more confidence, that's, like, best outcome. Please.
私ほどになるとそうも言えないでしょう。可愛いのは桜にぜひ。私はこれで構いません。
How blunt. Looks like all I did was make her hate it even more. I play with my leftover sandwich and pickles, wondering what we should do.
となると、
Let's go to Neko Arc.
テレビでやっていてもあまり見ません。セイバーは好きかもしれませんが。
Saber does spend a lot of time in front of the TV, but does that mean she likes it? Good question. Anyway, Ryder doesn't seem to be against the movies. Then,
俺も久しぶりだけど、何か見に行こう。
わかりました。それではシロのおすすめがありますか？
it's decided. This will take up a good amount of time. Even after I went through such trouble to come here with Ryder, it's pathetic that we got bored so quickly. But wait, I just realized that at this point, it might as well be a date. Date with Ryder. You love to see it. Love to see it. Oh my god. Okay. The Fate Zero movie. Animated by Studio Dean. And Tiger Dojo the movie, which that's the one you really want to analyze right here. What the fuck is going on here? Is that supposed to be Kiritsugu and that Taiga? Like what is this right here? I have no idea. But clearly these movies are connected through some kind of universe. Which one should we see? Ryder's expression says that she would be fine with either. It's up to me, so whichever one, there's no turning back now. Do the right thing, Shiro. What did he pick? What the fuck? Graphic violence. Viewer discretion is advised. Ah, Tiger Dojo the movie. Let's go. Type-o Moon. Oh my god, we get a fucking movie. Let's go. Oh, Jesus. Alright. Oh my god. This is great. I wish I had some popcorn. Oh no.
Sakura. ぬかったわ。
Where do I buy such plushies?
まさかあんな奴らが出て。
What?
会社落ちほど。
The company.
姉さん、しっかり。頭とか。
Tiger Dojo Incorporated? Have they struck?
喋っちゃダメ。今、手当てを。
Oh dear. Oh, what? What the fuck am I looking at? I feel like I just got haunted in real life. What is this? What the fuck is this? Yo, what is happening? This is gonna curse my computer.
姉さんが、もう一人。
Oh yeah, that too.
いかなる仕掛けで、このような。
Nice glasses.
は目も当てられないわね。
Are you about to explain things? Those are sunglasses.
まるで綿人形のようだわ。ですがリン、私の知るさくらより多少可愛げがある。
What?
丸いし。
Rounder.
うまいこと言うわね。
These are their Tiger Dojo forms, you fiends.
状況クリア。クリア。
Did they make these just for this?
それじゃ死んでもらおうかしら。
These Barbie doll versions are so creepy. What the fuck?
もしやこの人は姉さんじゃないのでは。
Oh no. Jesus, this is horror. Oh god. I succeeded in cyber summoning the real Toscarin, but the mirror world is eroding. Coming this summer. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this, dude? Oh, I like this. This is good. I'd pay money to see this. I would physically go to a theater. Not right now, but you know. Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. Oh my god. Who filmed this? Beautiful. This is art. What the fuck? Beautiful to the point of being cruel. A super-dimensional catastrophe. 2005 winter. Tiger, the movie. Is that URL real? What the fuck? Bloomer pillow. What the fuck? Limited edition, not for sale. Is that motherfucking Yumizuka? What the fuck? God damn it. Isn't it sad, Sachi? Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Koaku cried. Oh. Oh, that's beautiful, man. I love it. They had fun making this, man. Oh Jesus. Actually, yeah, it's Elia's castle right there. Wow. That was splendid. That's Suki. Jesus Christ. That was bizarre in the best way. God, what a film. It's kind of hard to comment on what we just watched. A 2-hour daydream or some sort of poor life choice. Even Ryder looks like she doesn't know what to say. Yeah, it was a lot.
あれはどういう映画なのでしょうか、シロ。
俺に聞かれても正直困る。
You made the right choice. I wonder if it's alright to make a movie like that. No, is it okay to show such a movie? I wish the movie theater would be a little more conscious of the fact that it's expected to offer entertainment. Or rather, I'd like them to stop showing this right now, before there is a second or third victim.
いや、しかし。
Everybody's a critic, Shiro. I should be the one taking responsibility for choosing this to begin with. It's my fault for charging into a worthless movie just because the showtime was close.
ああいうものはタイガやセイバーは楽しめるのでしょうか。
I don't think you would have liked to see Fate Zero, Shiro. I think that would have been traumatic for you. Probably would have just broke this universe.
どうなんだろう。藤姉は大喜びの気がする。
Yeah. Saber, probably too. Why do the two of us have to think about such difficult things after a movie? That's how you know it's a good movie. After waiting so long to come out to Shinto with Ryder, it makes me a little sad that our date is going to end.
とにかくいろいろと興味深かったのは
That
事
was
実
that was that was
フォローサンキュー。ああ、まだ時間あるな。
It's still too early for the 3 o'clock tea break though. Again, we've got nothing to do. At this rate, we could wander around the seaside park and then hit the pool, but we didn't bring our bathing suits.
シロ、少々よろしいでしょうか。この後、あそこの書店に寄らせてもらいたいのですが。
Ooh. What Ryder is pointing to is Shinto's largest department store, Verde. If I remember correctly, Shinto's biggest bookstore is in there as well.
そうだな。俺も久しぶりに見てみたいし。
I think Ryder might be interested in a new book. Somehow this still resembles a date, right? Right.
ああ、これが出ていましたか。
We walk around the bookstore together. Are there paragraphs in that? Listen, I've never looked at like the structure of Japanese writing, or really looked at it more than a subtitle in an anime. So forgive my ignorance, but that looks so dense. Oh my goodness. So I'm wondering what book Ryder is looking for. We first look at the news section, then we go through the history, sports, monthly magazines, and so on. Ryder is really serious about looking for her book. I'm just casually paging through the magazines, but I'm more worried about the woman next to me. Well, what should I do now? The two of us pass by the fashion magazine corner, paying no attention to the colorful racks around us. Did I say the subtitle? Whatever, like the brief Japanese I see on screen in an anime or on an untranslated webpage that I go on a tight move. What am I saying?
やっぱりもったいないよな。
That happened when I tried to go to the spring, when I was obsessively checking for the spring song updates. It would take me to the website that was in Japanese, and probably the most Japanese I ever saw. Anyway, trying on clothes, deciding whether this or that fits Ryder well. That's difficult for me. When it comes to fashion, it definitely would have been better if Sakura or Tosaka were here.
シロ、
Her voice startles me. A mysterious pair of eyes are gazing at me from the other side of the rack. Did she figure out what I was thinking? I waved my hands hurriedly in an attempt to distract her.
あ、いや、なんでもない。買うもの決まったか？
いえ、少し選ばせてください。シロの買い物はあるのですか？
Shiro. Don't ask me because there really isn't. Ryder is just looking at books, but I feel like a nuisance by hovering around her this whole time.
いや、少し辺りを歩いてくれ。ここの入り口で待ち合わせよ
う。わかりました。15分ほどお待ちください。
I'm sure this is best for Ryder too. Leaving her behind, I exit the store. I check the directory to see what else Verde has.
一番上はアミューズメントか。
After this, maybe we can check out the arcade upstairs. I'm not especially good at video games, but Ryder would probably be good at the physical games. Her motor skill, she would fucking break those. Her motor skills and reflexes far exceed those of a human. No, wait, if Ryder goes all out, then this will turn into something absolutely ridiculous. Literally like a One Punch Man on a punching machine. That happened in the anime.
ダメだな。ライダーが大暴れになったら言い訳がつかない。
In that case, we could try some coin-op games. It's not a bad idea, but it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't really fit.
メンズファッション、レディース、カルチャー、レストランと。食料品&イートインは地下か。
The women's fashion floor is in the middle, huh? If I bring Ryder there... I don't know if we'll ever... I'd originally given up on the idea, but I'm having second thoughts now. We really should do something date-like for once. To just go home now would make all of this be in vain. I've gone through all this trouble to be here together with Ryder after all. True. We gotta. I think about what to do as I head back to the bookstore. Since it's come to this, I'm taking drastic measures. Rather than making some half-assed explanation, I'll just drag her straight there.
お帰りなさい、シロ。お待たせしましたか？
ああ、こっちこそ。で、こっちに来て、ライダー。
はい。何かシロの用事があるのでしょうか？
俺の用事というか、さくらの用事というか、ライダーの用事というか、とにかく行けばわかる。
目的が不明瞭ですね。とにかく私たちに関わる問題だと言いたいのでしょうか？
ああ、そういうこと。
Something like
さくらと
that.
約束したからな。
Question mark? Movement complete. Robo Shiro. Having successfully avoided saying anything to Ryder, we arrive at the ladies' floor. Mind of a machine.
何言って、見ての通り、婦人用服飾品のコーナー。
私を測ったのですか、シロ？
Wahaha. A baseless attack on my reputation. It's impossible for me to pull off a gambit as risky as trying to deceive Ryder to begin with.
測ってない。説明しなかっただけ。口で丸め込むのは遠坂の箱で俺には無理だし。
そういうシロは遠坂凛の弟子ではないですか。否定でこのような策謀の伝承を。
Withholding truth? Learn from Rin? Learn from Kire?
いや、その方面の弟子になった気はないです。
Really, I gesture as I reply. I wonder if she believes me. Ryder grits her teeth as she glares at me.
シロ、こういうのは卑怯ですよ。
思う。けど、こうでもしないとライダー来てくれないだろう。
As soon as one even says the fa in fashion, Ryder refuses immediately. To put it frankly, my desire to see Ryder dress up outweighed my fear of her anger.
それに、さくらとも約束したからな。今日一日ライダーの面倒を見るって。映画見て本屋に寄っただけじゃ面白みに欠けるだろ。
It's a good song.
確かにそうですが、それとこれとは。
それに、ここに来て服を選ぶのが当初の目的でもあったわけだし。
Although I had completely given up until just a little while ago. Even if Sakura were here, I have a feeling this scene would have played out the same way.
そういうわけで、面倒を見るからにはライダーの服を選ばないといけない。さくらは俺を信頼してライダーを任せてくれたんだし。
奇妙な論理で説得を試みますね、あなたは。
論理というより感情論なんだけどな。そもそも俺がいろんな服を着たライダーを見たいんだから。
It's something I sort of had been thinking about for a while now. Just once, I'd like to see her dressed up. Well, if I put it like that, then Ryder is sure to respond with,
しかし、シロ、私は。
Don't say it.
そんなに可愛くありません？
It seems I've hit it right on as Ryder suddenly sinks into silence. It's not true, of course, but her inferiority complex isn't something that can be wiped out in one day. True. When it comes to this, Ryder is pretty stubborn. Recently, how should I put this? I've started to get the feeling that that aspect of her is pretty cute in and of itself.
いろいろ試してみるべきだぞ。第一、ライダーは何着ても似合うんだから。
What a compliment. When she gives me that look, I feel guilty, like I'm bullying her. Speaking of which, it must look like I'm hitting on her or something.
いや、誤解するな
I
よ。
mean...
俺はライダーをいじめてるわけじゃなくて、さくらにこんなライダーはどうだと見せて楽しみたいのであり、俺の個人的興味もあり、決してライダーを笑い物にする気はないんであって。
Crap, even I don't understand what I'm saying anymore. I'm just going to screw myself over at this rate and embarrass Ryder. In that case, this calls for some truly extreme measures.
とにかくこっち来い。
I seize Ryder's hand. Wow. I feel her soft palm. In my haste, I think I'm turning this into something it shouldn't be. This is bad. Ryder has such gentle hands, and they're unexpectedly she was like, holy shit, her hands are soft. I wonder which one of us is blushing more. Once it dawned on me what I'm actually doing, I immediately took the lead to conceal my face and prevent Ryder herself from noticing.
Shiro!
Without looking back, I leap into the store in front of us. Nice. If the store clerk in front of us noticed anything strange, she stifled it with a smile. Did she see everything that went on back there?
いらっしゃいませ。何をお探しでしょうか。
俺が俺に探しているんじゃなくて、これが彼女がI'm
mentally panicking while I speak to the clerk. I hadn't thought of anything to say.
こっちのライダーに似合う洋服がないかと思って。
Jesus Christ. Untrue?
ライダー？こちらのお客様ですか？
That's right. It's not like she knows who that is just by the name. Yep, I nod. Now all I have to do is sit back and watch as those two try on different outfits. I lift my head up in relief, knowing that the clerk will take care of everything after this. I thought that Ryder would be shooting me unhappy looks since I forcibly dragged her here, but...
そうです。
Ryder, who had been so unhappy right until now, is smiling. Nice. Thinking that she had finally settled back into a good mood, I was about to breathe a sigh of relief when, uh-oh.
私の彼が可愛い格好をさせたいとお願い。
Wow. Fuckboy mode engaged.
Hi?
Boyfriend? Not just the boy who's a friend, but my boyfriend. God, she's so good at fucking with people. Wouldn't that be like saying my darling? What? The clerk keeps up her smile, although I half-tricked Ryder to get her to come here. Right now, she's even smiling warmly at me. Why is it that I'm the only one that feels helpless, even though the atmosphere suddenly improved? Uh-huh. Go on.
Shiro, そんなつれないことは言わないでください。
She's making you look like...
さっきはあんなに私が可愛い
You
綺麗だって
jerk.
言ってくれたではないですか。
Jesus, Shiro. There's no lie in what she just said, but it sure has some undertones to it. It almost sounds like I sweet-talked her into this.
綺麗な方ですね。モデルさんでもこちらのお客様ほどの方はいらっしゃいませんよ。
True.
それは確かに折り紙もつけるし太鼓判も押します。でもそれは別の話で、俺とライダーは彼とか彼女とかそういうことではなくて。
In my panic, I vehemently deny everything. That is, I'd be really happy if I had someone like Ryder for a girlfriend, but I'm afraid that would be frightfully good luck. She really isn't my girlfriend. But here she is, twisting reality around and teasingly snuggling up against me.
可愛いでしょ。彼は私に一途なのに恥ずかしがり屋さんなのです。
Her whispers aren't directed at the clerk, but at me. In any case, I probably do look like I'm trying to cover up my shyness. It's more effective on me than even a noble phantasm. You lucky boy. My heart is beating past its limit, and I've become red up to my ears.
人がいないと積極的なのに、誰かに会うと私は姉みたいだとか保護者だとかつれないことを言うのです。ですので、一つ努力して彼に可愛い俺の彼女だと言わせたいと。
Without thinking, I wildly look around as if scanning for enemies. I think I would start crying if anyone were watching this, but I can't help but hope that someone out there might give me a helping hand. No friends or enemies to be found. Meanwhile, up close, Ryder's lips melt into an elegant smile.
ね、シロ、私のことを可愛がってくれますか？
There's no harm in that.
いや、その言い方は誤解がものすごく。
そうですね。言葉より行動で証明してもらいたいです。
Uh-oh. Don't force her. Oh god. My feet are glued to the floor like toffee. Is Ryder seducing me? Wait, from the clerk's point of view, the one doing the seduction would have been me, so Ryder looks like she's just returning the favor.
でしたら、今年の秋冬で素敵なのがありますよ。
This is bad.
おすすめのがありますか？
Oh goodness.
こんなに大きいのはありますか？
ええ、お客様くらいのスタイルだと映えますね。インポートものは お客様のような方に本来は合わせてありますので。
I should take a deep breath now that the subject of attention has changed.
シロ、
I don't even get a chance to do that. At the sound of my name, my brain somehow responds. If she would just come out and say, "Forgive me, Shiro, it was all a joke," I would gladly give her a year's worth of gratitude. Like I'd build her a temple and offer her a sacrifice right there.
いやほら、俺はここでじゃない、向こうで待ってるから。
それは困ります。
She's blocked by only escape route. Stubborn. But I still feel like I can get out of it by challenging Ryder.
困るって、俺は困らないんだけど。
可愛いかどうかを見てくれるのはシロウだという約束ですよ。まずシロウが可愛いと言ってくれなければ、私も判断に困ります。
What is she saying? That clerk over there has been trained to compliment you as much and as elaborately as you want. But now Ryder is actually clinging to my arm, if not just nuzzling up to me. Does make me kind of happy, but this cannot end well.
シロウ、一つ提案があるのですが。
なんだ、聞けることなら何でも聞くぞ。その代わりにこの手を。
服を選ぶのもいいのですが、ファッションはファウンデーションから揃えればより引き立つと伺っています。あちらを選ぶのもシロウに手伝ってもらえませんか？
Foundation? A base of something? Filled with dread, I look in the direction she's pointing.
それは、いや、まずい。
Is it, My legs begin trembling. Why am I frightened to the point of tears, you ask? Because she's telling me to go into the lingerie section. That's why, dude. Hell yeah. My body's assailed by a fit of shivering that turns my pores inside out.
ダメ、さすがにそれはダメだろう、ライダー。
釣れないことは言わないでください。私の下着
Jesus Christ, look.
ないのですね。どうせ
I
私
get
は
it.
可愛くないですから。
I'm with Shiro. Like, this is really happening. Like, no, I'm not. No, like, I can't do that. No. Like, unless it's for Shiro, unless it's Saber, Rin, or Sakura. Like, because, you know, those are the love interests. It's like, you know, fine, whatever. Shiro can. But with Ryder, it's like, oh shit, I gotta be careful. But she's just such. But she knows that. And she's like, just super getting revenge on him right now. Publicly. Oh my god. And knowing this will trouble him as well.
そんなことはない。だってそんなに綺麗じゃないか。
Jesus, I just blurted that out reflexively without even thinking. I've dug myself a hole so deep you could build a temple inside of it.
私が綺麗だと言ってくれるのなら、ぜひとも一緒に選んでください。シロウ。
ダメ、俺は男だし、あれはほら、男子禁制の結界の中じゃないか。絶対つまみ出されるって。
いいえ、お客様。一緒にインナーを女性と選ばれるお客様もいらっしゃいますよ。
Is this damn store clerk with the worst timing tag teaming with Ryder now? Speaking of which, do such men even exist? My highest possible respect for them, no joke.
ほら、前例はあります。シロウ、私のを見たくありませんか
The enchantress from the Age of Gods smiles innocently. This is unfair. There's no way I can go against that, dude. She's amazing. One by one, my various internal restraints are coming loose. Should I admit that I really want to see her, my sense of reason will surely start melting away. The reckless excitement I feel about seeing Ryder is threatening to swallow me up, to the point that I doubt if I'll be able to go home. I'm at a loss for words. Ryder's hand is grasping my arm so affectionately. Even though her whispers are soft, her grip is quite firm.
論より証拠。一度シロウに見てもらえばはっきりします。
And so she starts to drag me along. Even though I plant my feet and resist with all my might, she's so strong that I might as well resist being towed by a truck. Oh my god. Oh my god.
待て待て待て、こんなんでいいのかライダーは。
私は構いませんよ。むしろ私にはインナーの審美眼もありませんから、見ていただいた方がありがたい。
そういうのは見た目より機能性重視にしてくれ。
Even against my yells of protest, Ryder doesn't ease up at all. I'm being pulled straight into the lingerie section.
確かに。ですが、
Oh no.
それも加味した上で、シロにはぜひ。
やばるだ。ちょっと待て。
Dangerous. My god, the land of lace and frills stretches out before me. I'm greeted by a world that dazzles the senses, and with Ryder at that. I don't think it gets better than this. Shiro's peaked.
あれほどあると迷います。
The pink. No, it was more like a hellish paradise. I don't really remember what happened after that. Anyway, all I'll say is that Ryder was incredible in many ways. God damn it. You lucky son of a bitch. How dare you skip that? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? I'm worn out in more ways than one. I feel cheated. As we were getting off the bus, Ryder had her usual cool expression on.
シロ、いつもの忠告ですが、急須猫を噛むと言います。
As we saw.
あのように傘にかかって攻め立てる以上は、
Oh my
爪の
god.
甘さは逆に死を招きますよ。
Okay. That really is how it turned out. I tried my best to get Ryder to try on some different clothes, but she turned the tables on me in the end.
それに、女性をあまりからかうものではありません。私ですからあの程度でしたが、さくらリンがさぞかし痛烈な反撃を。
I don't know, that was really bad. It's hard to imagine them pushing it even further. Reen might, because she's, you know, but I don't... Jesus. As we walk in line, I nod yes to each point of Ryder's sermon. Eventually, she did try on a bunch of different clothes, but I had gone into such a useless state that we didn't end up buying anything. I think I just kept saying yeah, okay, or something towards the end.
ですね。今日はいろいろお世話になりました。
I'm glad you had a good time, Ryder.
ああ、そうだな。
I noticed that it's evening and we've reached the road home. Like I promised Sakura, I was Ryder's companion for a day.
でも、ライダーが楽しそうだったからよかった。
At first, I wasn't sure how things would go. Not only did lunch go by uneventfully, the movie was pretty strange as well, and nothing good came out of forcing the situation at Verde. Still, if Ryder really had fun firing back at me, then maybe it wasn't so bad after all.
シロは楽しかったのですか?
Yet hearing the question, I can't help but wonder. Rather than enjoying it, in the end I worked my tail off accompanying her. But even then, I guess I could say that my answer wouldn't be much different than hers.
私は
Even
シ
better.
ロが楽しそうでしたから満足しました。
Oh. An answer that considers the feelings of the other. Timidity or just lack of confidence? No, it's more because we don't really know how to feel about all of this. With a sigh, I think about Sakura, who should have been with us.
さくらがいれば、さくらは楽しかったかな。
That would have been fun.
どうでしょう。
A vague reply. I don't know, but if Sakura were here, I have a feeling that this peace and quiet right now on the familiar road home would have an entirely different feel to it. In a way, it's a bit of happiness that's also hard to come by.
さて、ただいまと、さくらに何と報告するかな。
ありのままを伝えましょうか。
Yeah. そんなことすると焼かれるし怒られるし、俺は恨む。
If she said something like next time please look at me, senpai, I'd be in really big trouble. I'm just beat for today as I sigh for the 1000th time.
今日はありがとうございました。シロ。
Yes. Good date with Ryder. Could not have asked for better. Wait, she's just kissed me lightly on the forehead. Oh, you lucky motherfucker.
今のはライダー。
落ち着いてください。慌てているとセイバーやサクラに感づかれますよ。
そんなことじゃなくて。悔しいな。
Touching my forehead, I sigh. If I did that, it would just seem conceited and unnatural. It probably only looked cool because she was the one doing it. Being beautiful sure is an advantage.
ライダーは今でも美人だけど、もし男でも憎たらしいほどかっこよくて綺麗だったと思う。
シロが女性だったら、サクラほどに放っておけないほど一途でけなげな子だったと思いますよ。
She's patronizing me again. Riders without peer, even when it comes to that. That's one of the FGO protagonists, right? The girl version is just female Shiro. In design, at least.
おかえりなさい、ライダー。今日はどうだった？先輩もお疲れ様です。ご飯できてますから。ただいま戻りました。楽しかったですよ。さくらの分も楽しませていただきました。
Yeah, that was that was something. Okay. Yeah, that was, oh my god, that was the end of the 4 days. Okay. Static? No static cocoon this time. Boom, boom. Okay, nighttime. Plenty of stuff to do at night still. And this is the Rider episode, so you know what I'm doing. The bath. Fuck it, dude. Let's... What is this? Alright. There's a lot going on, but even so, let's take a bath.
やっと一息。
It's good to rest a tired body at the end of the day. It's already been half a year since the number of female occupants in my home dramatically increased. Every day's been really lively and fun, but there are times when I just want to unwind and relax by myself as well. I feel you. Not really, I've never been in that situation. Oh, hello. Okay, alright. What's going on? How you doing? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, we gotta increase the rating on this video. Hello. Even though I'm usually careful about this, I'm repeating the same mistakes. Do I want to do the other ones? I don't know, man.
申し訳ありません。何を謝りに来てくださったのかはわかりませんが、見ての通り、今は立て込んでいます。
いや、見てない。泡が邪魔で全体像ぐらいし
I'm
か
not
把握できて
sure
ない
what
から。
we're apologizing
まだ
for.
まだ全然セーフ。
まだまだまだ。
ええ。ですから、急ぎの話でなければ、また後にしていただけないでしょうか。
そう、だからわざとじゃないんだ。
そうですか。
そうそう。よかった。分かってもらえて本当よかった。
Carry on then. I shout out enjoy. Thank God, if my follow-up had been a second later, I would have gone straight for a dead head.
私の理解が悪くてすみません。
いやいや、まさか先に入ってるとは俺も分からなくて。
She looks so unfazed.
それは、カゴを見ていただければ一目瞭然だと思うのですが。
Even though we're both naked, she's still so calm at a time like this. I'm still dealing with the shock on various levels.
見落としてて悪かったよ。すぐ出るからさ。
I'm just lucky it wasn't Sakura or Tosaka. If that were the case, it would probably turn into utter chaos with loud screaming and lightning shooting everywhere. Let's not find out. If that's what those are gonna be, I don't know,
謝罪
man.
は後でまた改めて。
Oh, like, I'm legit curious. Are the others just Shiro walks in on them bathing? Oh shit. I awkwardly turned back. Only my upper body moved. For some reason, my legs didn't follow. Feeling my balance collapse, my body instinctively stiffens at the incoming shock from impact on the hard tiles. However, I didn't fall over as if my feet were stuck to the floor. No, they really were stuck. I couldn't feel my body from the waist down. It felt as though my body was part of the ground. Oh. I think I understand. Oh dear. Yep. Oh Jesus. Oh no.
魔眼殺しのことでしょうか。
ああ、それそれ。
湯気で曇るため、風呂場ではいつも外していますが。
ああ、もっともだ。
I'm turning to fucking Stone Rider.
よっぽどの禁止じゃないと、メガネをつけたまま風呂に入る人ってそういないよな。
ええ。ここなら私の魔眼を覗き見る者もおりません。解放させても事故の心配はないでしょう。
Hahaha, well that's only if there aren't any idiot intruders like me.
風呂で気を緩めるのは俺だけじゃないってことか。
魔眼。
And she realized. The calm woman widens her eyes in a rare loss of composure.
ちょい待ち、見ないでくれ、ライダー。
There was no point in closing my eyes, because I had already received the curse of petrification from seeing Ryder just now. Is this legit a bad end?
いえ、手遅れです。
Because that'd be kind of funny.
こうなっては私が目を閉じたところで。
Oh my god!
箇所は治りません。
Holy shit!
そんな。
あまり大声は上げないでほしいのですが、さくらが駆けつけると誤解されます。
ああ、そうか。でもう腰の高さに。前に当てたタオルまで石に。これってどういう理屈なんだ？
Where's the logic? Shiro said, dying.
大丈夫。個人差はあれど、そういう変化は誰にでも起こる現象です。そのメカニズムを理解できないうちは不安を覚えるでしょう。けれど自然現象ですから、冷やかされても恥ずかしがったり深刻に悩んだりする必要はありません。
何の話？とにかくどうにか頼む。
Let's not think about it.
はあ、では仕方ありません。
Ryder shakes her head, making her hair flow like a river of purple, and turns to face the mirror on the wall. Yo.
鏡は苦手なので、あまり気が進まないのですが。
The eyes reflected in the mirror were stained crimson as if bloodshot, and then the vine-like encroachment climbing up my body stopped, as though it had been cut off at the roots. Yo.
助かったよ、ライダー。
まだ初期の段階ですから、人体の魔術抵抗でじきに解ける。
Okay.
心臓まで侵されるとは。
Jesus.
シロ。
Ryder restlessly surveyed her surroundings and stood up nervously.
どうしたんだ？
お気になさらずに、お先に失礼し。
No way, dude. No way. Her soap-covered foot stepped on the bucket, and so a fully naked Ryder felt like... Every time, dude. Every time. Lucky motherfucker. I'm joking. Flushed and dizzy, Ryder clings herself to the upper part of my body, which had not been petrified and retained sensation. Her bountiful chest, much like water balloons packed to their limits with hot water, were squished and distorted in the space between our bodies. My heart was about to burst from the excitement, and the blood pushed back from my petrified lower half rushed through my head twice as fast.
失礼しました。シロ。
God damn it.
それは鏡寄りかかってるのが俺。
And yet still she keeps that hand there. Thank you for the censor, Ryder. My YouTube channel appreciates it.
石化した体が崩れたりは、手触りが異質な。
それは不老系だよ。それより胸が。
Yo. Yo.
ええ、分かっています。シロこそどうか冷静に。
それはあかり。わざとやってない？
Be careful not to look at her defenseless naked body. I grasp her thin hand. There's gotta be. I don't do this kind of thing, but I'm sure there's a lot of people who ship Ryder and Shiro. Like, it's just Jesus Christ. Ryder squinted her eyes at me, but the direction she was looking was a bit off. Oh, back to naked Ryder. All right. Hello.
2、5？
やっぱり見えていないのか。
Wow, she completely cut off her vision. Holy shit.
はい。魔眼を減衰させるためにゴルゴーンで魔力を封じてみたのですが、視力が落ちたのは誤算でした。
That was a miscalc. I see.
そうか、俺のせいで。
気にする必要はありません。ゴルゴーンを解けば視力は回復します。シロ、お手数ですが、脱衣所に誘導していただけませんか？
こんなに狭いのにわからないのか。
Seeing her like this, lacking any sense of direction, makes the way she moved around in her servant outfit while wearing that blindfold seem like a lie.
ダメだ。髪にまだシャンプーがついてるじゃないか。
Fair point, Shiro.
ライダーは先客なんだから、ちゃんと風呂に入っていけばいい。俺は目をつぶっているからさ。
お言葉ですが、目が見えないままでは私は髪を洗えません。
It's a lot of hair, to be fair. Ryder, if you're that clumsy, then how have you been able to... No, that's not important right now.
しかし、シローが自力でここを出ることが叶わない以上、私が場を外すしかありません。
いや、邪魔したのはこっちの方だ。さっきの謝罪じゃないけど、洗い途中だって言うなら、俺がライダーの髪を洗う。
Dude, what is this scene, bro?
私を？
Yeah, I nod. I can't move my lower half, but I can still use both my arms perfectly well.
そうですね。この髪は自分一人で洗うのはなかなかに手間です。では、手伝っていただけますか？
Look, I don't know who's gonna walk in on this. It's gonna be someone. We'll see.
よし、来た。じゃあ、ライダーはここに座って、完全に背中を見せる形で。
ああ、椅子がこんなところに。
This chair.
いや、待て、それは洗面器。
Whoa.
はまった。
Oh my god.
なんて紛らわしい。
Oh my god.
そんな力任せにやったら壊れちゃうってば。
What a disaster.
では、爪で尻肉の方を裂きましょう。
Jesus.
なんでさ。
他に方法がありません。
ダメ。
Just fucking break it.
考えよう。そうだ、ボディシャンプーで滑らそう。
Soap.
やはり切った方が早いのでは？
No, don't do that.
お尻カットも首カットもダメ。
No butt cutting. Oh Jesus.
お尻大丈夫か、ライダー。
シローの起点で助かりました。
Thanks to your quick thinking. Thank goodness.
ああ、この形は今度こそ椅子ですね。
そうそう。って、うわっ、体をこっちに向けない。足開かない。逆反対。
はあ。
Oh my
私は
god.
どちらでも構いませんが。
This is not a problem for
い
Ryder.
いから背中を向けて。それじゃあ、
Her hand wanders above the forest of bottles. Saber, Tosca, and Sakura each have their own shampoo, and even Ilya and Fujine, who aren't even living here, have their own bottles in this confusing mess.
私のはベージュのものです。
右から3番目のやつかな。
これですか？
いや、その左。もう2本。あ、それか?
Sorry, I have parts of this chair taped up. But sometimes, like, part of the tape gets on my hand because I have to keep it on part of the fucking armrests or whatever. It gets some on my hand. It's really annoying. Anyway.
手触りはこれですね。どうぞ。
Somehow it kind of feels like steering by remote control.
さてと。緊張するな。
As I add water to her silky smooth hair, it sparkles like silver threads weaved together. They say a woman's hair is her life. In that case, isn't it only natural to obsess over the best shampoo to make it shine? Fussing over things like scalp care, water retention, 100% all natural or drug-free coating. Probably all the more so for Ryder, since her hair is so long and pretty.
どうしました？シロ。
バカバカ、意識するな。これ、ボディシャンプーだぞ。
はい。体の手入れはそれ一つで済ませています。
That's crazily sports-minded. Ryder would love an all-in-one shampoo, conditioner, body wash.
なんて白物で髪を洗ってんだ。
家ではそれで十分だと思うのですが、何かおかしいですか?
There should be a limit to how roughly you treat yourself. Her hair is already so nice, it's a waste to treat it like this. Like this.
ライダー、その左の3本目と4本目を取ってくれ。
これはリンのものでは?
家主として。
As landlord. For just this one time, I will thoroughly wash Ryder's hair using Tosaka's expensive-looking shampoo. You're gonna run through a lot of that bottle. I don't know how she's gonna feel about that, but whatever. She'll get over it. I squirt the liquid into my palm. Considering that she has such long hair, I wonder how much shampoo I should use. Well, using too much shouldn't be a problem.
よし。じゃあ、頭に近い方から行くぞ。
お任せします。
Ryder stiffens her body. Did the feeling of the cool shampoo startle her? The shampoo spreads out as it permeates into her hair and begins to foam at my fingers.
すごい髪の量だな。こう手に取ってみると。
The sound effects.
水を吸うとそれに重みが増しますから。
Right.
人間が一人頭に取り付いて締め上げているようと言えばお分かりいただけるでしょうか?
I can't imagine. I mean, with my hair where it's at now, like it's obviously gotten a lot longer over the past year. And when I shower, like when it's all just like wetted down, it feels just like, oh man, I hate it. I hate the sensation. I don't know if it's because I've had short hair my whole life, but yeah, I can't imagine with that much. Holy shit.
シュール。これを一人で洗うのはいつも手間だろう。
まあ、もっと手荒にこすってくださって構いませんが。手が疲れたら途中でやめても構わないのです。石化が溶けるまで待てばいいのですから。
バカ、そんなことしたら二人とも風邪をひいちゃうだろう。
私は風邪をひきません。この通り、人間とは体の作りが異なるのです。いいえ、冗談です。外見は人間と変わりはありません。
わかった、見せなくていい。
私の体はそんなに
No,
苦しいですか?
the opposite is the problem, Ryder.
いいえ、何でもありません。シローはそんな風にしたお詫びに何か喜ばせたかっただけです。
What?
そんな気を回さなくていいよ。もともと悪いのは俺の方なんだからさ。お詫びだなんて考えは変だぞ。
しかし、
それに俺はライダーの髪を洗うのは十分楽しい。
私の髪がですか?
This is my first time washing someone else's hair, and washing this much hair has a merit in and of itself. Dude, how did this fucking happen, dude? I did not expect this from this fucking scene. First of all, awooga seeing fucking Ryder like this, but Also, Shiro getting half petrified, and in his half petrified state washing Ryder's hair. Like, I can't imagine whoever walks in on this what they're going to think if that happens. I don't know, this might be too crazy now for that to happen, and it would probably just end the whole thing. For sure it would, but you know, this is wild. This is the Ryder episode.
ライダーは？
え？
誰かに髪を洗ってもらうのって気持ちよくない？
それは。
It does. Might have been like 2 years ago when I would get haircuts. The shop I would go to, you could pay a little more and they wash your hair, shampoo it. Felt really good. Feels real good. While listening to Ryder's voice leak out close by, I gently rub her scalp with the pads of my fingers. I change the tempo of my fingers as if petting a cat, amusing myself with Ryder's reactions.
シロに洗ってもらうのは気持ちいいです。
そうか。じゃあよかった。
Twisting my upper body, I scoop up the hair that's flowing onto the floor. Hanging her hair on my left arm, I worked up a lather by combing it out repeatedly with my fingers. Like handling a loom, I kept weaving the magical satin threads. Since the foam was soaked up quickly, I would add more shampoo from time to time. I feel like I've used quite a bit of Tosaka shampoo, but since there's so much hair, it can't be helped.
お客様、かゆいところはありますか？
いいえ、特には。まるで美容師みたいですね。
Shiro's real good at this.
ああ、コツがつかめて調子が出てきた。
シロこそ、そんな体勢で腰が痛くありませんか？
大丈夫。下半身ががっちり固定されてるからな。腰を下ろしているようなもんだ。
そうですか。
Oh God. Okay, all right. I wasn't gonna say anything about the sound she made before, but the one before this one. All right. Before I knew it, the weaving loom suddenly changes into a music box. Ryder's hair seemed to stretch on forever, and the music seemed to last just as long. Something tickles the palm of my hand. The foam-covered hair slipped from my fingers, and I saw unexpected movement. What? Following some kind of rhythm, the hair finally flows off from my arms. Reluctantly, I stop the performance and stretch out my hands as if to gather the sounds that fell. However, the hair continues to squirm away as if it had suddenly come to life. What? I chase after the hairs that move from right to left and back again. Then I noticed it wasn't just the one bundle of hair. Around me, all of the hair was dancing. Snakes! Snakes!
はい。
そんなところまで。なかなか大胆ですね。
Wait, yo. Ryder. That wasn't,
違うって。ああ、どこに伸びてんだ、このスケベ髪。
This perverted hair. Where did it touch her? It's like trying to grab eels. No matter how much I grab it, her hair always wriggles free. Ah, wasn't Medusa's hair? Yep, yep.
シャンプーのせいで驚いてますね。
You know what? That's crazy. I don't know if this was ever said before, but for some reason, I never thought her hair was actually snake. It doesn't look like fucking snakes. It looks just like hair. So I was like, oh, you know, alright, yeah, Medusa. No snake hair, though. But now this has happened, I was like, oh yeah, snake hair. Wait, what the fuck?
いいえ、シロウが優しく触ってくれるから恥ずかしがっているのでしょうか。
Ryder smiles and giggles in a good mood. I, on the other hand, am busy grabbing at the slithering hair with both hands, not having a clue of what to do here. I'm literally eating foam.
ライダー？悪い、これなんとかして。
そ どうしましょう。
Oh
だから
god.
私何も見えないのです。
これライダーが動かしているんじゃないのか。
いえ、まさかシロこそ本当は髪のせいにして
Jesus.
私を触っているのではないのですか。
Even though I understand, that's still so cruel.
もういいよ。
I'm slowly getting the hang of it. I extend my arm in the direction of her hair. The direction her hair escapes to, but instead of grabbing, I lift it. And then when it is just about to slip away, I quickly grab it and lift it once more with my entire arm. Basically, it's like handling snakes. Uh-huh. As my arms are insufficient, I provide my back as a destination for the hair as well. Whenever the hair stops moving, I stop as well. I dubiously twist my body like a snake charmer and do my best to get used to the sensation of touching it. But how am I supposed to start washing her hair again like this? Perhaps from finally realizing the struggles I was facing, Ryder's body shakes from the laughter she is restraining.
本当に見えてないのか。
はい。ですから、シロが私のどこを見てい
Oh
て
my
も
god.
気づきませんよ。
見ないって言ってるだろ。
知ってます。
The hair escapes from my fingers and changes direction, this time aiming for my shoulders.
うわ
Ooh. The hair covered in shampoo feels less like snakes and more like long tentacles as they lick against my skin. Before I knew it, my whole arm was wrapped by hair.
ライダー、これじゃ洗えないぞ。
The waterlogged hair was heavy, it couldn't move up my arm very far. Instead, it has been twining and coiling around my abdomen and chest. Oh, Jesus. My body involuntarily bends back. Suddenly, an indescribably pleasant feeling bursts forth from the center of my body. Ryder's hair was softly dashing against me, licking along my Oh my god. What the fuck?
変ですね。まるで酔っているみたい。
What is this scene? While I'm unable to move with my top half sealed by hair and the bottom half by stone, Ryder leans her back against me.
どれだけアルコールを取っても目を回したことはなかったのですが。
そうか、遠坂のだからか。
は
What is in
あ、
the
いいわ
shampoo?
何か。
髪にまぶした遠坂のシャンプーだよ。あいつは以前に髪は女の魔術師にとっての最後の切り札だって言ってた。
And also that the ribbons used to tie it are suitable magical artifacts.
だから遠坂の洗髪料も何か特別なものだったのかもしれ。うわ！
The ends of Ryder's hair starts to peck at the recess of my armpits and nip at my side. Jeez, oh, I would hate that. They're slimy and ticklish. It feels so good that I'm getting excited. What the fuck? I'm relieved that it didn't cause any embarrassing physiological phenomenon thanks to the fact that my lower half had been turned to stone. I like how that had to happen for any of this more to happen. God bless this game, dude.
なるほど。いいアイデアです。
何が？
私たちが何もせずとも。
あ
私の髪も洗えて、白
Uh.
の体も洗えて。
That's crazily sports-minded, or maybe not.
そんな大雑把な。
Lucky bastard. The tightly packed flesh-like hair was stuffing its cheeks with my fingers, licking between them, swallowing them deeply, and spitting them out. Oh, okay, alright. This is bad. I feel like something forbidden is occurring here. Someone walk in, please.
もっと聞かせてください、シロ。
The music box and cylinder exchange rolls. The gears keep moving. My entire body is covered by combed teeth with a caress that fully stimulates the tips of my nerves scattered throughout, drawing out immodest sounds from me.
ライダー。
The gears keep moving. In this bathroom shrouded in steam, I discover sounds from a place inside me I had never known, and my mind goes blank from the shame and excitement.
ダメ
Oh
こ
god.
れだけでは足りない
Jesus Christ.
もっと顔をよく見せてシロ
Ouch. Woo. Is Ryder also feeling more drunk from improved blood circulation? My eyes narrow comfortably as my head falls against Ryder.
シロ
Yo.
そこは私
I reach out my hand to support myself as I start losing consciousness, but my fingers unintentionally arrive at something soft. Reaching out to anything I could, my unstable fingers dig into that soft something.
シロシロ
Oh my god. Oh my god. Is Ryder looking for an anchor to tether her consciousness to as well? She rubs my head, swaying it from side to side. Dyed faintly pink, her white throat bends back defenselessly, exposing the undulation of the skin there as if lusting after even the smallest amount of air. Sure, my reasoning blinks out completely. If this continues... Man, they are getting mileage out of this CG right here. Ryder takes over and starts applying the shampoo herself. Lubricated, the snakes now seductively writhe with even more soap. Alright, okay. Alright. Although so soft, the pleasure is so intense it feels as though it could tear my entire body apart. All my body's senses sharpen to the extent that I even feel her hair rubbing my inner thigh, despite that I should have no feeling there due to the petrification. Oh, Jesus. Oh, right. I grit my teeth to the point of grinding them down. My mind continues to blink out, and as though being boiled, my brain feels like it's evaporating at this rate. Abruptly and shamefully, I lose consciousness. Awakened by the sound of the water, I realized that I had fallen onto the floor. I had been freed from the clutches of her hair at some point without realizing it.
気がつきましたかシロ
With not a moment to waste. Let's get out of here.
私の視力は回復しています。
そうか。じゃあまた石化が進行？
いえ、ゴルゴーンはかけたままです。視力が落ちたのは一時的なものだったのでしょう。シロももうすぐ石化が解けるはずです。
Just as Ryder says, I can feel my senses returning around my knees. I still can't move them, but at this rate I should be able to walk soon.
ああ、すまない。洗ってる途中だったのに。い
え、こちらも悪ふざけが過ぎました。
just a little.
ですが、その
Just a prank.
シロ
Ryder averts her eyes in embarrassment. I look down in the lower part of my... As I said, not a moment to waste. Time to leave, Shiro. I quickly cover myself with the nearby pail. What the fucking pail? Brilliant, but the pail was filled with cold water. Brilliant. The strain of the thermal contraction covered me in fissures all the way to my brain, and everything in front of me turns pure white at the sudden sensation of recovery. I sure have been acting pathetically this whole time.
これは違うんだぞ。
This was something.
はい。
ここは触られただけでこうなっちゃうもんなんだ。
Are you explaining penises to Medusa?
ええ。
だから決してライダーに反応したわけではなくてだな。
そう体をチラチラ眺められると困ります。
悪い。
Leave, motherfucker.
い
え。でもライダーは見られても平気って。
いえ、人にしろ英霊にしろ女の肉体にとらわれている以上、やはり生と縁地の業が超えがたい。
は？
シローが優しくしてくれたおかげでそんなことを思い出しました。
Really?
それは、どういうこと？
Ryder thinking sounds.
エッチ。
Etchy. My mouth hangs agape at her unexpected reply.
今日はありがとうございました。またの機会があれば、ぜひ。
If only the world were so kind. After drying her hair, Ryder quickly stands up. She smoothly passes by me with her magnificently balanced limbs swishing back and forth like snakes while I watch her with dumbstruck eyes. Her long and wet hair following behind her brushed my shoulder in farewell. I don't know what just happened, but this was certainly the Ryder episode. Alright. A few minutes later, I recover completely from the petrification. Maybe because Ryder's hair caressed my entire body, or possibly because of Tosuka's shampoo, somehow there's a strange itchy sensation lingering on my body. The mere touch of my shirt on my skin gives me an odd sensation.
先輩、お風呂上がりですか？
Oh shit. Oh shit. Just by lightly grazing my shoulder, it felt like countless ants ran through my body from that spot. I involuntarily squat down and hug my body to restrain the innumerable legs wriggling under my skin.
先輩？
Oh Jesus. Oh. Sakura places the palm of her hand on my back and I feel an electric shock so strong my spine was about to break out into a dance. I instantly swerve my body back like a toy with a spring coil. Spring. Sakura slid her finger along the top of my chest. Boom. Stop touching him, Sakura. A hysteric scream is squeezed out unconsciously from my throat by the itchiness that was gradually tearing my body in half.
Sakura, 体を触るの待て。肌が超敏感でさ。
それはすみません。
大丈夫。
It's alright now.
それどうされたんですか？
No.
新しく買った石鹸が肌に合わなかったみたい。
Sure.
は
あ、もう少し休めば。
先輩。
Uh-oh. Run. Do 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 do.
先輩。やだ。面白い。
What? Uh-oh. So this is what you see before you die. I catch a glimpse of something like a wicked expression on Sakura.
おやすみ、さくら。
先輩。
Oh no. Not you too.
刺激欲をそそる匂いがするわ。死ぬ間際のおじいさんが世界を手玉に取るがよいって変な遺産をくれたあの日の夢を思い出させるような。
ピコーンピコーン。
Uh-oh.
レーダーが機能を割くような白の悲鳴をキャッチ。何かしら何かしら。
Make this stop.
お、何？白ったら、
Uh-oh. Oh no.
なんで声出してるのよ、シロ。お姉ちゃんはそんな子に育てた覚えはありません。
What the fuck was in that shampoo?
先輩。
さくら、この二人。
ずるい。私も。
Oh no.
なんでさ。
Why?
ライダー、助けて、ライダー。
知りません。
Damn. Cold.
ライフガードが。
Cold as fuck.
逃がさないわよ、シロ。発射準備。
あれね、タイガー。よーし。
Oh Jesus.
急
Tope Einsberg. Oh god. Off the top rope. So that's her signature move, top Einsberg. After Fujine grabs Ilya's ankles, she's nope. Oh my god, she spins her around and releases her like shot from a hammer throw. That has nothing to do with archery. Jesus. I got Shiro. Poor Shiro. Carried away, Ilya mounts me like a horse and tickle, tickle. I can't take any more. You all fucking killed him. Congrats. And so ends that night, I guess. God damn it. Alright, that's all we're doing for today. Jesus Christ, man. You know, I don't know what I expected from the Rider episode, but, huh. I guess that's about right. Wow. That was amazing. Alright then, well, I don't think there's much else to say there. Thank you very much for watching. Next time, more Rider. Peace.